And recording in progress.
Hello.
Hello.
It's Robert Yankee. Right, guys.
Don't you hate that?
That was a funny voice.
I'm going to mute myself.
That was Kevin.
Okay, so today, by request, and amusingly, she's not on here, so I don't know, but quite a few people, including this particular lady, said that she wanted to have a coaching session like this about how we do Zoom appointments. And actually, it's really very easy once you know how to do it. It's like anything. When you don't know how to do it, it feels like an impossible climb. And although there is a step-by-step guide, actually, it's really good, the guide. I've got to be honest. It's on the partner portal, and it is very good. And the only thing is, it requires you really, I feel, to print it off and study it. You've got to study it to understand it, because there's quite a few pages. I think, if I remember right, there's at least 3 pages. But actually, it's one of these things that once you've done it, you realise how easy this is, okay? And now I've done, oh my God, I don't know. I've done hundreds. I feel like I'm a Zoom queen. And so for me, the preferred method is Zoom to do a remote appointment. There are many other ways you can do it, and I'm going to explain to you. You can do an appointment where you ring your prospect, your customer, as long as they've got a laptop or an iPad or a tablet on, not a mobile. I really mean that, not a mobile. As long as they've got a good size device on, and say to them to have ready their email showing. And when they've got their email showing, what I'm going to show you in a moment is that there is a link, a complete link that you can send to them. And all they do is click on the link, and hey presto, they come on to what we call the remote sign-up site, which we can take full control of. It is very easy. So all you're doing is talking on the phone, and you are literally turning the pages on their screen and your screen, and you are seeing something that works together. It's okay. It works. It's handy for those very, I'm trying to be really careful what I say here, for those people that haven't got a clue how to use IT. There's quite a lot, isn't there? Is it just me that finds them?
No.
There's quite a lot of people that just don't know how to do stuff, not even the basics. So that's why I thought, yes, it is a good idea to do this. So what I'm going to do is do it step by step. I'm going to show you the easiest method, which is what I've just said. Then I'm going to show you that you can do this through a WhatsApp video call with you and your prospect, and then you can do it with a supporting partner. And then I'm going to show you what I consider the ultimate way, which is through Zoom, because you'll see it can incorporate so much good stuff for them to see. So I'm going to ask Val to be my stooge. Val, if you'd like to unmute as you're there. And first of all, what I'm going to do is share my screen. And it's that lovely screen. We're all seeing purple. There it is, the presentation screen. Okay. Now, what some of you may have noticed is I've got a lot of other tabs up.
Yeah.
There's Trustpilot, BT, TalkTalk, PlusNet, Sky, Virgin, O2, EE, Vodafone, Utility Warehouse, 2 bills. And then down the bottom here, I'm going to show you, let's bring in the new share. I've got yearly marketing spends of competitors. Look at that, nearly 200 million spent by Sky, nearly 150 million spent by BT. I've got another thing here. I think, oh, it says nothing's there. That wasn't what I meant. Hang on, where did it go? I don't know. It was there. It's gone. I have no idea why. Oh, don't you just love IT? Anyway, that's some of the stuff that I've got on my screen. Now, what I'm going to attempt to do now is show you things, all right, that you can understand. So here's the presentation, okay? Can you all see that purple? Can you nod if you're seeing purple? Right. I'm not going to go through it because that's not what this is about today. This is about mechanics. So if we run through it, so there I am doing all my stuff as I would with Val. And then we get to the wonderful page. So Val, as you've seen, there's an awful lot of information about saving money and making money. And as it says here, Val, what's best for you? Earn money as a partner, save money as a customer, or like most people, do both. Would you like to know?
Like
Of what?
I quite like the idea of both.
You do? Well, shall we show you first of all what kind of savings you can make? Yeah, would that be a great idea? Okay, so Val, what I'm going to do here, now guys, start making notes. Okay, this is being recorded. Oh, that wasn't meant to happen. That is, right. I've now just pressed save money and we're on what I call the quoting site. Guys, for the sake of this, and when you're in front of people, please don't call it the sign up site. Don't call it join the club, because they'll feel like they're being thrust into huge commitment, which at this stage, they may not want. You are quoting them. So what I've got here is I'm on what is my join the club site, and I call it the quoting system. And I've got my email address and my saved password. So I now am going to press sign in. Okay, now, first of all, we're going to do this, that Val is my prospect. Okay, now I have to be honest, and I say, Val, sadly, we're not together as much as I'd like to be. We are what is known, we're in a virtual world and we're just remote. We're just about there. Okay, so I click remote and then I have to say, oh, she is a good friend. Yeah. And then I press start. So what I'm going to do now, Val, I'm going to press you a link. Okay. And you see this here, I'm pressing, you're watching, everybody can see what I'm doing. I press copy. Now what comes up on my computer is copy link, which I'm doing. Now, you will have noticed that a connecting sign is coming up, because what I'm now going to do, because I'm on Zoom, I can show you this. Remember, Val and I may only at this moment be talking on a phone. Okay. So I'm now going to go to my emails and I'm going to bring up a new email and I'm now going to press right click, paste. And there's that link. Would you like me to enlarge it so you can all see it more? Look at that. There it is. That's all I did was press copy and now I've right click, paste. Now I'll call it link. Nice and simple. And then Val, there she is. Val, it's coming your way.
It is.
Now, what's happened? It's gone to Val. I'm now going to stop the share and explain. All Val has to do is literally on that email, all she has to do is click on it and it will go to that page we've just seen, the purple UW, yeah, presentation. And what I then do, which I'm now going to show you, okay, she will have pressed it. And actually, Val, can you go to your emails on your iPad?
Oh, hang on.
Yeah,
I've got a
come up,
Or
press
if,
a little
you've got
button.
or if you've got another device with email on it.
Oh yeah, hang on. Not a big device, you know, but I have got a device. Hold on.
Just in this case, just for the sake of this, because I think it will show people how easy this is.
Yeah. My phone's playing up. Why is my phone playing up? We will get there,
Okay.
folks. Is it on yours? Sorry, my phone just decided to freeze.
Oh, is it going to be difficult?
Yeah, it's just frozen on me. I don't know
Okay.
if Steve might be able to do it on his though.
I haven't come through that one.
The
That's weird.
emails come to you both, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you find
I'm
that
just double-
email?
Oh, hang on. Let's just look on this bit. That's why I can't find it. It's got to be here somewhere.
It's just on the email. It will have come in. I might be in your junk or your spam.
Oh, I don't think so.
Which one was it sent to?
Was it? I don't know. Which one was it sent to, Lisa?
Is
Do you
it
know?
Val and Steve at uwclub.net?
All right.
Ah, yes.
You got it?
No.
No. Still not got it.
Right, they're looking.
Looking junk. Sorry, guys. Technology's not good.
Can I just say, what's going on here is very typical of the sort
It
of
is for
things
me.
that happen. No, it is. People like, I don't know why, but you see, this is real. People struggle to find emails, and you think, how do they struggle to find an email?
Exactly. I can't find it. Which is really weird because they normally come from, oh, what's this? Oh, no, that's not it.
I've definitely
No.
sent it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to go to my email, and I'm going to go to sent, and it's gone, and it hasn't come back. And the email address is.
Oh, you got mine, have you?
Not in a spam.
It's not in the spam.
It's
Okay.
valsteve at uwclub.net,
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking on.
and it's gone, and it hasn't come back.
I have no idea then. It's
No.
not on here anywhere. I've just looked on Steve's as well. It's not on. Give me my
All right.
phone back. Let it
That's,
behave.
that's my phone.
Oh, was it?
No,
No, you can't find it. Sorry,
Can't find
guys.
it. All right, okay. Well, what they would do is just click on the link, and it would go to that page. And what I would then do, let me go back to sharing my screen. Let's see if all of you can see this. I'm not sure how much you can see. Can you see a circle saying me?
Me?
Yeah. And then there's a circle that's got like an arrow with 3 lines. This is what I would press to request control. And this is to end that remote appointment. All right, the actual appointment. Okay, so if they had clicked on that, I would then request to take the control back. And the first thing I would then do is I would click close presentation because we'd already seen it. Okay, because we'd already seen it. Now that, I don't understand why it hasn't come to you guys. Have you got any other email address?
yeah, I got about 5.
Yeah, we got Val Steve White at MSN, but it normally comes through no problem on the UW one. I've not noticed a problem with it before.
Try that one.
Hang on. Let me hold on. Let's see. Let's see if I can do it again. Right, give me another one. Come on, because I want this to work for folk to see.
Right, okay, so try Val Steve White at msn.com. This is really weird.
Right, I'll repeat that. Val Steve White at msn.com.
That's it.
I'm going to press paste because it should still be the same one. It is. I'm going to write link. Let's send it to you.
That email. There's not many in
I
it.
sent items. It's there. Yes, it's come to you. Come on, tell me you've got that one.
Hold on.
Oh, it's whirring.
So is a gremlin in the works?
It's whirring.
Have you got it?
I'm going to go into it. I have no idea why it's
I
not.
wanted to show everyone how simple this was.
It is normally. It's not normally a problem. What's that? No,
You've
that's
got
okay.
that one.
Not yet.
Or
No.
has the internet left Somerset?
Okay. But it took a long while to get here, but I don't think it's left.
Any luck
No,
yet?
it has.
Lisa, send it through the chat.
Okay.
Have you got it yet?
No, not at all. Not either of them.
That's weird.
Lisa,
It's very
send the
weird.
link.
Sorry, somebody's
it's-
trying to speak. Hello,
it's
Ian.
Ian.
I can only see your eyes, so that's why I don't know you're speaking. Hello.
Fully blocked.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
I'm suggesting maybe you capture the URL and copy it into the chat, then Val and Steve can pick it up from there.
I didn't catch any of that. It was all distorted. Sorry.
I think I know what you mean. Instead, if we put it in the chat, if you do it into the chat box, and we can press the chat box, and might better do it that way.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
I think I've done it that way before, for some
Right.
reason.
That's in the chat.
Just FYI, we might have email problems. I've just had a phone call from someone trying to get through on my email, and he's saying it's being bounced back.
Oh, would you believe it? Just as I
just
do this.
pressed
Oh, it's Lisa's fault.
that request.
That probably explains I've also had problems with the UW emails. I've got two email
Oh,
addresses, neither
look,
have
guys.
worked.
Look, guys, it's worked. It's worked.
Yeah, in the
Right.
chat it worked. No problem
Okay,
at all.
worked in the chat. Now, watch this. You're seeing my screen. Now notice, not just me, C for customer. So now I'm going to press that, and I'm asking for the control back, Val. Would you please give me the control?
go.
There you are. It says you have control. So then I would close the presentation, and guys, I'm now into the quoting system. All right. Now,
Yeah.
what you've just witnessed is you're talking on the phone, but you're now both on a remote screen. What's the downside? All it is a quoting system. It's not Zoom. They can't see. I can't do anything like that up the top and show them other things.
Right.
All I can do is quote and show them the presentation. I can't show them one of my own bills, which is really good because that's far better than just a made up template. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
All right. So that's the one choice. The second choice, let me stop the share, is on my WhatsApp, and I've done this a few times, I would, on my WhatsApp, I would pick up Val. There she is.
Well,
And up the top, there is a telephone. And I press it. And Val would answer. And just doing it as that's them and I, do you know what? We could chat. We could even see each other if I pressed video. There's a little video camera. And we could see each other on the phone. The problem you've got there is you've got to do a balancing act now, because now you've got to hold a phone to see, and now you're working a computer. This is why I see all these other ones as far more complicated. All right, so what I've just said to you is there. Now, I now need somebody that's a little bit computer competent to help me with the next stage. Who would like to volunteer themselves? All right, Jen, excellent. Unmute yourself. Okay, so Jen, what we're now going to do is you are my new partner.
Okay.
Val
right.
is your prospect. Okay. And what we're now going to do is show people how we do a remote sign up. Okay, so because I've got Zoom, I'm able to show you. So I'm now going to share my screen. I'm going to go back to the good old purple screen. Okay, so what's happening now? We could be on phone or we could be on video WhatsApp. All right, we've been chatting away and now we've done the presentation. Val's seen it all and she says, oh yes, I like the idea of both. And so I've been doing this and all three of us have remotely seen it. So now we're at this stage where I'm supporting. So I'm now going to show you what's going to go on. So we're now going to have a go at quoting. So I press start saving and note at the top in my URL address bar, it's uw.co.uk/join. Jen, outside of Zoom, and I know you know what that means, go to your internet like mine, pick up a new tab and you type uw.co.uk/join. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Now, what Jen is going to do is she too has got exactly the same screen as me, and we're both going to press sign in. Okay. So Jen, you are now, you're not face to face, you are fully remote. You're in the virtual world. Would you press, you're the lady now that is controlling all of this on the remote sign up. Forget guys that we're on Zoom at the moment, just think that what you're doing is witnessing what's going on this remote sign up. So Jen, you press fully remote and then I, as the supporting, press support a new partner remotely. Now I press join and Jen is the lady that's going to get the code. Jen, have you got a code for me?
I have 2
Right.
alpha.
No, wait a mo. No, wait a mo. Right, Val.
Yeah.
Okay. Could you go outside of Zoom and could you pick up a new tab?
Hold on.
Go on.
No.
Well, not go on.
It'll work when it comes on.
This is where I'm going to tell all of you, this is where having a laptop is far easier than ever having an iPad or a tablet.
Yeah, it's not
time.
easy. 'Cause
Yeah, having a laptop is just so easy. Right, Val, have you got yourself a new tab?
I have,
on the
yeah.
internet? Would you type in, watch this everybody, what she's typing as a customer. You're typing uw.co.uk/share, SHARE.
SHARE.
Customers
Okay.
always type share, partners always type join. Simple as
There
that.
you go.
Now, dear Jen has got the appointment code for you, Val, and for me, and she's going to tell us. It's all in capitals.
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
A for alpha, I for indigo, F for foxtrot, D for delta.
Wonderful. 2AIFD.
Did I do the I?
2AIFD.
Yeah, done it.
Yeah.
We press
Now-
get started.
Get started, and I am too.
Don't worry, your
Okay.
partner won't be.
And have you
Next
done your get
request.
started, Jen?
Right, the customer's joined, but you haven't clicked. Oh, there you go. Accept request.
Here we go. We're all connected. Look at that. Now, let me just move my controls. Hang on a minute. Let me move my Zoom controls to the top. Right. Guys, you're looking at the screen now. Can you see? There's me, there's the customer, and there's Jen Williams. Can you all see that?
Yeah.
Please nod. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now watch. either Jen take control. If Jen is not such a new partner, say she's watched 2 or 3, and now she can take control, she can run it. But if she's brand new, I will request the control, and it says I have control and I can close the presentation, and we're back to that. And it's me running the remote appointment. Now, let me just explain something here, because this might be a bit confusing to some of you. Okay. Let me stop the share. Right. It might be confusing because you remember you're on Zoom and you're watching. But forget that. Zoom is just another tool that's outside of the remote appointment. Yeah. But the beauty of Zoom is that you can see everything. It's the next best thing to be in there. So what I tend to do is this. First of all, please write this down. So your new partner has a prospect, say. I ask the new partner to send my Zoom link and my password. They send it to their prospect. Don't really need anything else at this stage at all, okay? Are you there, Kev? Yes. He's tired, bless. Right. So they send the link. The customer receives the link by email. And you tell the customer, please be on a laptop or an iPad, not a flipping mobile phone. I tell you what, I cannot believe how many people ignore that and they do it on a phone, because the reality is they can't see much on a phone. The screen is very, very small, and it portrays often a completely different set of controls. And I know some of you know exactly what I'm on about. If you ever see the presentation on a mobile, it's set out differently. It's not the way it looks on a laptop. So with the Zoom, it's great. So what happens is all of a sudden everybody's in Zoom. All right, forget that there's lots of you. So Val is the prospect, Jen is the partner. All right, and now there we are. We're on Zoom and we're seeing each other. So I can't see Val at the moment. She's got a line on her video, I think. So yeah, can't see you, darling. All I can see is your writing.
Hold on.
There you go. Right. So we are now back and we're seeing each other. Now, what happens is, as me, the supporting, I press share. And excuse me a minute while I do this. I'm going to go back to the main screen. We press share. Yeah. Let's go back to the beginning. Did that make you feel sick? It did me. Right. The Zoom controls, I don't know how much you see as a recipient on here, but I can move the control bar around to wherever I want. Okay. But we've got the screen, and now because I'm supporting Jen, I can now control, and everyone's just watching in the Zoom. Jen is, and so is Val. They're watching, and I run the presentation. So I go back. And now we press save money because they're interested in both. So we do the quote, and we're back to the same thing that we've just done before, which is Jen is on uw.co.uk/join, and the customer Val, she types in outside of Zoom. This is all outside of Zoom. She types in uw.co.uk/share. And what happens is Jen is the one that produces, exactly as before, the code, which gives to both of us. And then, as you saw before, it all happens. But the beauty of Zoom is this. I go through now. Hang on. Just press sign in. Let's pretend for the sake of this, because I know it's remote, but let's just pretend, because I want to make this easy. Right, Val's a good friend, and no, I don't need support. Now I'm on the quoting system. Now with Share, what's good with the Zoom is I'm doing it all right up to the point that the quote is given. And then there is a point at which there is share and save. All right, and you can give somebody a quote and it comes to them by email. Now, some people did one on Sunday evening with a new partner. I think the hairdresser, the prospect, was so aghast at the figures. I'm going to stop the share just a moment to explain. I think she had such a shock at the amounts of money on energy. I just knew she needed her other half there, who couldn't seem to be pulled away from the football, even though this is probably terribly important, because it's a chance to save them a few hundred to maybe a couple of £1,000 a year. Football on the TV was far more important. So unfortunately, we couldn't proceed because I could tell that this lady was really like, she was looking at these figures. Because why was she so concerned? Because up till now, she'd been on a fixed rate that was only just about to expire in 2 weeks' time. So can you imagine? She'd been on a comfy, cozy last year rate. And now the prices of that current supplier, which were British Gas, not only is she coming out of the rate, but the prices have already gone up. That's the bit they don't get. It's not 54% on the old fixed price from last year. It's 54% on their current prices.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the save and save and share. I just got my mucking words fuddled, didn't I? It's save it, and there's a chance to resume, and it gives you about 7 days. It's about 7 days you've got. All right. It depends. I think it depends on what's going on in the market. Now, as it happens, we are today Tuesday, and the lady hasn't come back, but I'm going to push that partner to say, can we please resume? Let's have a look. Because in reality, we were far cheaper, far cheaper. And in fact, thanks, darling, I actually said to her, if I was you, I would actually take the double gold variable as it was for them. Partly because they were using extraordinary amounts of electric because she kept using a tumble dryer. And also, considering it was a 2-bed flat and there was only 3 of them, 18,000 kilowatts of gas is high.
Ooh, yeah.
I know. So I knew that given the amounts, I did the sums, got up the fixed rate, but actually worked it out that if you took the double gold variable for the next 5 months to the 1st of October, and then you put up a 47% price hike, which is what they're claiming it could be, although there is talk of 51%. Actually, over the 12-month period, the double gold variable still came out the cheapest for them, not for everybody, but for them. So what I'm trying to say is Zoom is a powerful thing because you can see your prospect, you can see your new partner, and you can show them lots of things. And then I do little things like you all know I've got a working out sheet, and I'm working it out on that yearly basis because it is so much more dramatic when they see the figures yearly. And I will take a photograph of it and just attach it to a WhatsApp, send it to the partner who sends it on to the prospect. And lots of people actually make a decision on that when they see it in writing. So guys, unmute if you've got a query about this remote appointment and Zoom and everything. Ask now, because this is the time to ask.
You ever have problems with the videos?
good question. Excellent. Thank you, Kevin. You've just brought something to my mind. When I play on Zoom, when I'm sharing my Zoom screen, no, I don't. It plays perfectly. Despite, hear this out, folks, only 11 megabytes of broadband here, because I live in the middle of nowhere. My Zooms and my videos play fine. However, here we go. If you do it by telephone or WhatsApp and you're doing the remote, when it comes to the video, I don't know if you're aware, but the prospect has to play themselves. You can't do it and it will play for them. They have to press play. Does that help you, Kev?
Yeah, but I've every time I've told them to press play, because when I press play, it doesn't play on his side.
That's right. It won't play on his side.
So every time. But Annette told me something. She said, apparently when you open Zoom, at the bottom left of the Zoom screen, there's something like, it enhances the video and enhances the audio. I forget what it was.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if I can share my screen and show you. Let me see if I can do it. Hang on, guys. Right. Let's forget the page. Let me get my Zoom controls.
Yeah.
Can you all see my Zoom controls?
No,
No.
Zoom won't
Oh,
allow you
that's a
to
shame.
share the Zoom controls.
Let's see, new share. Let's try that.
Playing our screen.
Can you see them now?
Oh, so no, that's not
Can you
good.
see? Can you see mute, stop video, security participants?
Yep.
Oh, I can't show. I
Yes.
can't show you this. Right. Well, on the Zoom controls, bottom left, as you say, there is a video camera, and next to it is a little down arrow. And when you press that, you can go to video settings. And on video settings, you know, it says touch up my appearance, and there's all sorts of stuff that you can play around with to get a better quality.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe that's what Annette's on about.
Yeah, she is.
All right. I just find of all the means, being able to share things like Trustpilot, because, you know, I say when I get to that, you know, that screen where I know we're overrunning today, so sorry. But you know, when you get to that screen that's about the endorsements, which 70 awards and counting. And it's wonderful. But I always say, look, I love Which. The only trouble is it's one of those independent consumer organizations that you have to subscribe to. So you have to pay a monthly fee to find out what you want to know. And for many people, they won't pay. And you can't access this stuff without paying to Which. So then I say, look, Trustpilot is a totally independent review body. And anyone can post what they want. And I'm going to just bring my screen in again. And let's take Vodafone. Right. Can you see the Vodafone?
Yeah.
It's not terribly good, is it? You don't have to shout about this. People can see it for themselves. Yeah. If you look at Sky, look at that, 8,532, 82% bad. But when you get to Utility Warehouse, and this is the latest one, you've got 20,987 reviews. 65% are excellent. And this is the thing that I say, because you've gone through all the rest and then say, look, by contrast, look at Utility Warehouse. Now, by and large, and this always makes these people laugh, I say to them, you know, the British are the most negative lot out. They really are negative. And for them to bother to post that they thought something was excellent means they've got to be pretty delighted to do so. So as a partner, it gives me the confidence that nearly 21,000 people said this was a pretty good thing. And what it does is it gives it real time to somebody that's looking at this, and it starts to make sense, because one of the big questions they always ask is constantly, why doesn't Utility Warehouse advertise? And I always think, you told them why, because it costs loads of money, but it doesn't always click in. I don't know why it doesn't, but it doesn't click in. Whereas when you show them something like this, and now they're seeing, look, this is broadband and it's customer reviews and it's really good, it hopefully gives them a bit more confidence for when it's the first time that they've ever heard of it. So Zoom is my preferred method of doing remote stuff, as opposed to just doing a telephone with a remote tool or the video WhatsApp with a remote tool.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, video WhatsApp, we've done it, we've got round it. But what I hate is all three of us are constantly moving because we're holding that damn mobile phone. Trying to keep ourselves within the screen. All right, guys, that's it for this week. Otherwise, we're overrunning terribly. Would you privately WhatsApp me if you've got another suggestion for next week, something that you'd like? All right, I'm going to pause the recording. Oh no, I don't. I just end it and it does it. I won't do it, else I'll mess it up. Nice to see you all. Next week is just after Easter, but I think we're still going. Everybody want next week?
Yeah. Let
me know if you want anything on the WhatsApp. Let me know what else you'd like, and I'm going to say bye. Nice to see you all.
Thanks,
Bye.
Teresa. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.